Greetings, my YouTube friends. Well, it has been a while. My sincere apologies. A couple of reasons for that, and the first one is largely due to my health. I've been in and out of hospital for quite some time and really haven't had the mojo, I suppose, with my planning, and because I've had a lot of time off, I really haven't had much to plan. So that's the first reason. And the second reason is that while I loved my Giramondo, it really didn't work as an all-in-one, and this does. So I'm here today to show you my 2017 system with a very brief overview, and if you would like a look at anything further in depth, well, please just make a comment. I'm more than happy to do that. So my everyday carry is this A5 Gillio Appunto, and it's in dark brown. And why it's my everyday carry is that it is my wallet, it is my planner, it is my notebook, it is my everything. Inside, so here is my wallet system. So here's my cash goes in here. My cards, most used cards fit in here. I have a separate card holder that I keep in my handbag for the other ones that I don't really use very often. Store cards, I use an app on my phone, so I don't carry those anymore. But this is essential for me because the Gillio back pocket, it holds my medical appointments, it holds my receipts, things just get chucked in there and then they get put away when I get home. In here I have my medication list, because I can tend to end up in the emergency department rather suddenly, and I was changing my planner, my planners around a bit. This sort of was difficult to find, and I wasn't really in any place to tell people where to find the information, so this I made to kind of solve that issue, so I can just say it's underneath my cards, and it's just a little pull out, so that's really handy. And I just keep some stickers and labels in there, but I haven't used many of them. Not sure that I will. I tend to use this system more for efficiency than look, and I decided a long time ago that, and especially with the Giramondo, it really confirmed the fact that I'm a bound book person when it comes to my planning. I'm not a ring person, and I have discovered the reason for that, and it's largely because I like things to look okay, and when they don't, I get really dissatisfied with them and I sort of throw them and start over again. A bound book forces me to accept what is on any given day, and if it's messy, it's messy. If it's not, it's not. So I have the Hobonichi weekly booklet in the front. Now I'm not sure whether this is going to continue. It adds a little bit of bulk, and I'm not sure if it's overly necessary. So I'm just trialing this for the first few months to see if I actually do use this and whether it's a necessity. Pardon me. So I just have an Ollie clip open to this week, so we're on Tuesday here. I only have one day off a week, so that was yesterday. I have started using this. I just write down things that I have to slot in. Well, this is actually a good week. Things that I had to slot in, a book in, and this gives me my really good overview. I've also started to track a little bit of spending on I have a corporate card, and and I never have really any idea without logging on to my account to sort of see where I'm up to, and I really would like to be a little bit more aware of where I'm up to with that without having to get online. So I've started to track a little bit of spending down here, and this just holds my weekly appointments. When I need to book something in, I can see at a glance what it is that I have during the week. So, you know, last week was very, very hectic. Probably doesn't look it, but I don't book things in. Some things take all day, and you know, I was out the entire day with this. Thursday was a nightmare with work, and then I had a family birthday dinner in the evening, and it was hot, and it was anyway. And today is a stinking hot day, so I'm trying to get this done in a hurry. So this is the Hobonichi weekly booklet, which yeah, I'm trialing, so I'll see how it goes. I do like the fact that I've been able to put in things in the latter half of the year that I actually don't have the ability to do that in the main planner, so it does kind of manage that. This is a part of a collage sheet that I support Courtney Diaz on her Patreon site, and this is one of the collage sheets that that she did. I think it was last month or maybe the month before, can't remember now. Okay, so, and because I didn't want the green, I haven't done a really good job of putting on this cover, but because that just slides out, and that's the booklet there, and because it's this sort of greeny colour, I didn't really want the green, so I just put that on there. I'm using the A6 Hobonichi Avec. I did find that a full year was getting too chunky, and with the other things that I want to use in here, this is actually ideal. So I've just collaged the cover and put in a couple of things to pretty it up, because I don't really pretty much anything else. I'm actually enjoying these monthly overviews. I'm using them just to put a highlight of my day, or a main thing of the day. In some cases it isn't a highlight at all. In other words, the 22nd of January office, that certainly wasn't a highlight. But, you know, a main thing that happened that day, or something like that. And, you know, when I was looking at this morning, I could look back to the 2nd of December and could see when my student had her selection conference, and so that was, yeah. I am using the yearly overview for school holidays in both Victoria and New South Wales, and annual leave and public holidays. I have my own little system worked out there. The month is perfect size for me. Again, these are the things at the beginning of the month that I knew I had to slot in this month. So the first week was really quiet. I was so tired and it was hot, and I just didn't want to do anything, so I didn't do much at all. So that was my first week, and then the rest of the weeks are pretty full. I'm taking annual leave for 3 weeks, which then I discovered I couldn't because I have a wedding on the last weekend that I was going to be away, so I've had to shift it all forward and change locums and organise things for while I'm away. So I really do like the monthly overview. It seems to be big enough for me because I generally will only put in one thing in the morning and one thing in the afternoon. I can't afford for too much more than that, but if there is, there's plenty of room for a second thing if needed. So the AVAC only goes up to July, so that's what I meant by it's handy having the weeks at the front where I can just, I certainly have put in things in September, October, November, where I've had to book things in or be aware of certain things yeah, so that's good. So then we get into the dailies, and I mainly use my dailies as a to-do list, really. I also mix home and work, or personal and work, because I work from home and I largely please myself and I work such incredibly long hours. I do personal things in the middle of the day as well, so I tend to, this is a bit of a jumble. I've tried to colour change a little, so things that I needed to make note, just in a different colour so they stand out a little. I had, where was it, I think it was the next day, yeah, I got notice about somebody, so I just wanted to make a note about that. And a couple of phone calls that were important for me to note. I've just put those in different, so some days, as you can see, are really, really hectic and I need to get a lot of things done. Others, I'm out, so there's not a lot that I need to do. That's a Sunday, so past lunchtime I don't usually do a lot of work, and Monday is my day off, so that's usually all personal. But I think that was a Friday. No, that was last Sunday. That was the Saturday. The Friday I was out a lot, so there's just not a lot there. And then we're back to, this was yesterday, the Australian Open is on at the moment, and I had a very, very lazy day in front of the TV and with my art books, and I just watched the tennis and enjoyed my day. So, and this gets us to today. So that's my dailies, and I've again used Courtney Diaz's labels, tabs, for these. So they go up to, I put them up to June, pardon me, and I'll do the July through to December on the other. Then I keep a post-it note thing here, which is just my shopping list, and it's really good because I take this out of my bag, sit this on my bag in the trolley, and I just tick off what I get. Here's this girl again. I accidentally put her here first, and then I realised I wasn't going to see her, and I wanted to see her here. But anyway, I may change one of these, but I just haven't had time. This is essentially my notebook, and it just is what it is. It's a notebook. Anything that comes into my head, I make a note. So this is a list of things I've still got to do. It holds my wish list, it holds my online shopping, it holds movies, TVs, TV shows, artists that I'm following, restaurants I want to go to, organise it, how I want to do some organising in my home this year, an artist's palette, other paints I want to get, yeah, so essentially it's my notebook and it works really well, and when I finish this up I'll just put another one in. I was a bit late getting the Hobonichi one, so this is a Midori that I've cut down to fit. In the back I keep business cards, which I've run out of. I've just realised, so I better put some more in. I'm so glad they're coming to an end. I can redesign some new ones. Here I've just got some stencils and not much else, and you've seen the back pocket, and at the moment I'm using a Coletto, which is a not what I was using for the longest time. I was using a Palette Prera, which I did something to the nib and it's really not great to write with at the moment, so I'm needing to replace the nib. So I've just done some research on how to do that, and because I really do like this pen. However, I am enjoying the versatility of different colours with the Coletto. It's just I want an elegant pen in my planner. So that is my everyday carry, which I gave you in depth. Alongside that, I am using a A5 Appunto with a Hobonichi Cousin Techo, and this is essentially just work notes, so there's nothing pretty to show you in this, absolutely nothing pretty at all. It is literally messy and just note taking really. What I'm also finding is that I'm a shocker when it comes to pieces of paper, and I will lose them, and this way nothing gets lost, and it doesn't matter, it is what it is. And again, I take this to meetings. I'll have it with me in the office here, so a phone call, I will take notes down. So say a couple of weeks ago I got a funeral call, and so I was able to just take all the notes down for that. At some stage, 5 years down the track, I've still got all that information. I haven't just scrunched it up on a bit of paper and thrown it away. So I really like the fact that it is messy, and that's the way it'll stay. I also do use rings, which this is my A5 Compagna. Again, it's work related, and I use this specifically for, there's quite a bit of note paper in this, but I use this specifically for my pastoral services, like my funerals, my weddings, my baptisms. It holds all of the family information, person information in here, and that's essentially what this is. It is also my project planning, but I haven't been able to get any inserts for that this year, so I'm still searching. And I also use another ring binder, which is, this is actually, I haven't swapped over to my Compagna, medium Compagna, but this is a Van Der Speck in a medium size, and when I go visiting to people's homes or the hospital, or somebody wants me to go and bless their house, or their pet has died and I need to go and do a little funeral for a pet, that holds all of these services in here. So I've typed them up, and when I do a special service, I just do it on this template, type it up, shove it in here, and then I'm not reinventing the wheel. So, and I've got little prayer cards and things that might help people, and note paper if there are any notes that I need to take down. So that's what I use for that. And I also really need a back pocket, because in the back pocket I keep orders of service for people to follow along, and if it's a person who hasn't been to church for a while, I give them the pew sheet as well. So that is my 2017 planning system. Along with that are some other things that I'm using as journals and art journals. But essentially these are my work planning things. So if you have any questions, just ask below, and thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye for now.